And that's what it started on. Farting contest take one. And welcome to a live interview from the Oaks Theater on the Fish Bowl with Solon Sargeras, David Fairhead, and Christine Saltis.
Newcomer to your show.
Newcomer to my show.
Yeah.
David and Solon are veterans. I think they're like the actual longest Fish Bowl veterans.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. They've seen some stuff.
We operate on animals.
Where do we?
That's
where was the
veterinarians.
first time? Was it Living Dead?
It was Living Dead weekend. Yeah.
In my car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was at the
one.
Steel City Con.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got him earlier than that. Okay, well, Christine's new, and she, like I said, I told this at Living Dead weekend, a better writer than I could ever be, and that's why I want her to be my partner at Living Dead weekend. She writes very different stuff than me. I do monsters, where she focuses on sci-fi and mental stuff. That you do horror too.
Oh yeah.
You cross over, but she's got a body of work. It's like 22 books.
22 books, yes.
Yeah,
awesome.
I started back in 2002, 2003, so definitely not new to writing whatsoever.
And
awesome.
she's a looker, guys. We'll just
That's true too.
no.
Well, as
He's wearing gloves.
White
Be here.
White ones and
well, as David and Solon know, I'm also somewhat of a writer.
Yes.
I went to school for screenwriting at Point Park, and
I went to Point Park.
Awesome.
Oh.
I also like to tell this story like pretty much every chance I get because it's a cool story.
Okay.
I happen to have George Romero's desk, and
Yes.
and being a zombie movie premiere, I think that's only right that my new listeners that have attended the Oaks Theater and will continue to attend the Oaks Theater know that I have George Romero's desk, and I happen to have booked Russ Streiner tonight.
Yes, that's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. That interview is going to be great. How are you going to do it? At your place or?
I think we're going to try and find like a coffee shop or something.
Yeah, do that.
And something quiet, local, and just do it in person. You know, I was telling everybody like that I work with tonight. That it's like you see that old guy, see that old guy with the white hair and the glasses, young at heart.
Yes.
But they were like they had no idea who that guy was, and I was like. It's like that. You ever see Night of the Living
Make
Dead?
him say the line.
Right. I'm like, he's the guy that says we're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yep.
You know, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my, so that was him. That was him. You're talking.
Yep. I met him at the Horror Realm years ago. What just a nice guy, sweet man.
Oh, I didn't know he was at Horror Realm.
Yeah, he was just
Horror
kind of.
Realm since the beginning.
Yeah, I know. That was like what? Well, we worked the same one 3-4 years ago. I don't even know.
Yeah.
She used to work them all.
I met John Towers, your friend John Towers, there before I met you.
Right.
Like
That's
7
right.
or 8 years ago. A long time.
Yes, and you've met John.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
And I have to say, I'm kind of saddened that Horror Realm is no longer going on.
Definitely.
Like, we got to find like a new
There is
official
one.
horror con.
There's one coming.
Okay.
Gross Fest is that? Which one?
Gross
do you mean?
Fest.
Gross Fest.
Well,
Gross Fest.
there are a lot of new ones popping up. I mean,
Where is Gross Fest?
It's going to be in Washington at the what's the
George Washington Hotel
and
Okay.
Washington, PA.
in
Okay.
July of 2008.
Hit up Tim Gross, $50 a table, and he's making it for the writer and for the artist. And friendly, not competitive, and there's gonna be plenty of beer.
Oh, there definitely
There'll
will
be
be.
beer.
It'll probably be
This is the
gross.
guy that jumps into my table and drinks all my beer, and I blamed her. I blamed her for drinking my beer, and
I
it
don't
was
even drink beer. I
and
like
she-
ciders and wine, you know?
the beer was gone the next day. That's all I can say. And Tim
That's
Gross,
me, I swear.
he also hit me with a can of beer, a full can.
So then you know who did it.
Yeah, that's how I found out. Oh, so it was you. Yeah, I owe you a beer. Smack! I'm like, dude, I offered it to you. You don't throw beer at me after I offer you free beer.
Yeah.
He's
It's
hilarious.
not like you're going to get root beer with a yellow jack in it or something.
They know that story too.
I know.
Your audience doesn't know that story.
I don't think they do know that story.
My audience is sick of it. But yeah, working with Solon at the Living
Like he's
Dead
blaming
weekend.
me now. See that?
Yeah, I will blame you. But actually, it was another writer, Rich Bottles Jr., who was amazing.
Yeah, I miss Rich. He never comes out anywhere.
Right.
By the way, just
Well,
wanna
he
say.
did. And
Where's Rich?
he brought.
Well, Dave comes out occasionally.
It's not funny,
Yes, it is.
Mr. Winky. Okay, so.
He's eating peanut butter popcorn.
I know he is.
I mean,
He's
he's in heaven
chewing.
over here.
But he brought hard root
What?
beer. Hard root beer. not you. Rich Bottles Jr. brought bottles of hard root beer, and we were our tent, me and Solon's tent, was like underneath this infested yellow jacket nest. And literally, like, one went in my bottle, I took a drink, and it must have been drunk because it only like stung halfway on my inside of my lip, and I felt it slowly going in. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like pulling a toothpick out, you know, like
right.
it didn't swell up, nothing, because the bug was drunk. And I stomped the shit out of that thing. And then this year we were infested with yellow jackets again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
They just kind of landed on us. The only thing that was weird about them is they tried to go at your eye. They were just kind of sit on your eye. That was a little creepy.
I can understand that
creepy
part.
behavior, I'd say.
Yellow jackets are assholes.
Yeah. I don't mind them, except
well,
the eye.
you've seen A Bug's Life.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you know what they say, the last thing that goes through a bug's mind when it hits your windshield? It's asshole.
And I do want to promote this before I forget, because I will forget. And Solon is in my latest book, Fiends of the Flesh, and there's something in there for everybody that loves sci-fi, horror,
the short stories.
Short stories. There's 8 short stories by some great authors, and I'm sorry that you're not, Christine. I owe you one.
I've been taking a little break.
You did.
On
You
some
did.
Of these things.
But this was, well, we got Solon. Who else we got?
You got you.
Gary Vincent. No.
Rich
Bottles Jr. No, I'm in it. I wrote a thing about Montauk, and it's my favorite place.
Montauk Monster?
Yeah, Montauk Monster.
Oh,
but
wow.
I went a different route with it because it's a place I go vacation there. Get bit by ticks, and almost die. No, bitten, right? But no, then I do this thing where I have 4 serial killers all meeting in one place at the same time, discussing their stories and
Captain Crunch,
their
Toucan Sam.
right. But they were discussing their favorite kills, and I just wanted to do that, like, very Tarantino type thing. But it goes somewhere else at the end, nowhere near that. But that's Fiends of the Flesh, folks. You can get that at www.burningballpublishing.com.
Amazon.
Solon is there, so you're up. You got something.
Oh, we're doing a plug here.
Yeah, you got
All
something.
right. Well, yeah, I have about 17, I think, are out on Amazon right now. So there's just different types of books. If you want something that's bloodthirsty, you can read Final Moon. It's about a man who changes during the times of the full moon, but he's still a man. He's not a werewolf or anything like that, and he just has like a thirst for killing. I also have Transference. That's a bunch of sci-fi and
Excellent
horror short stories. It's a very small book. I try to keep it a very low cost and things like that, reasonable cost at that. And there's just futuristic, Reclusive 2038. It's about a futuristic society where everyone's recluse and they kind of stay in their own homes and work at home, which is kind of what we're heading towards.
Kind of like now.
Inspired by Aldous Huxley.
But you inspired me to do a
World.
story called Hope Springs because of that story. Yeah, nothing like yours, but at the same time, you inspired me to do it.
Check that out.
And I'm a little concerned. She's wearing white gloves, and we just discussed the next book you want to do.
No, no. Actually, my next book that's coming out is called The Keeper of the Black Land. It's 2 rivals who are fighting for a position to be in control of the supernatural. So that one was actually at Tor Forge for like a year, but they ended up, not taking that on because of the characters. But that was their thing, that they thought I was talented. They liked the stuff that was in it, things like that. So I did get some really good compliments from Tor Forge, so that was nice at least. But yeah, so I'm also doing an acting gig this weekend, and I'm a private investigator for hire if anyone needs anything investigated.
How much more interesting does that get? She downplays it. But if you give her nachos, you never know what you're going to get.
I know.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, see, if he had left his peanut butter popcorn unattended, I probably would have eaten it all.
She was out.
I would have. No. You're enjoying it.
Solon, what you got, man? You got a lot.
I got popcorn.
A lot on your plate. You got a lot
Sure
of
do.
popcorn on your plate.
Well, I have to say that is delicious chocolate-covered popcorn that we just added to the menu here at the Oaks Theater. So anybody that's listening to this that likes to come to the Oaks, come on down.
This is a lovely theater too, by the way.
It is. This
Very
place is
lovely.
classic.
Yeah.
Classic, like right out of the Blob.
Yeah.
Blob, yeah.
It has like a sing, piano bar feel, but also the old style type of theater. Definitely recommended.
And we're in the green room right now.
Yes.
Green.
And it's green.
It has a green floor.
It reflects up with a hobo with a shotgun.
We could put fire underneath here if we took a photo. Green screen floor, baby.
So once again on the fishbowl, I appreciate this. Thank you.
This
Absolutely.
was an excellent movie viewing too. It was a
Yes.
good movie. It was
Yeah.
very funny. We're all still waiting for Uncle John's Lube
coming out very soon.
Uncle John's Lube, a real
if
thing.
you have to
folks.
watch the movie to understand that
It's coming in
reference.
3 different colors.
Oh, wow, that's fascinating. What about flavors?
No.
You're not gonna outplay this one. I'm just telling you.
I'm involved in the production and promotion of that stuff.
They
And
should
we've already
possibly
tracked-
do blood flavored, or no, I mean bright colored.
You heard it here first.
That's for the necrophiliacs. I'm sorry.
It's something we're mentioning in Uncle John is a zombie.
You got neon green, neon purple, neon orange ready.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're gonna try these, Christine? I'm just curious.
Oh, no,
Well, there's
no
3 of us. You
comment.
could each have different colors.
Oh no. Yeah, report
comment
later.
on that. No comment on that one.
Oh my god. See what you got yourself into, Sam.
I know.
All right.
What am I doing with my life?
Solid fun.
What do you want to do with your life? I want to rock!
Rock.
That was
There.
That was perfect.
That was really
That's
perfect.
That's going back to the Uncle Fester days for Mr. Solon. He used to be in a rock band back on Long Island.
Yes.
And we grew up in the same place, but didn't know each other until we were on the same label.
That's
Very
right.
strange.
And speaking of rock bands, I'm going to take this moment to let the Fishbowl listeners know who is going to be coming on the show in the next couple weeks.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have a new and upcoming band. They just put out their second album called Dead Blossoms by the band is called Coy Wolf. They're from Oakland, California. And the other band that I just booked and I'm really, really psyched is the Black Wizards.
That's a very cool name.
They're from Portugal,
Nice.
and really, it's a female vocalist backed with some incredible guitar, bass, and drums, and just heavy duty, like
Cool.
hardcore rock and roll.
Okay, cool.
Every time I think of lizards, I think of a tongue going, "Blue," and then you say a female vocalist, so I picture a female vocalist with her tongue going, "Blue," like that.
Well, that's awesome. I will I will definitely be checking
You check
that
out your tongue going, "Blue."
Yeah, no, I can do that on my own, actually.
Can you reach?
God damn it.
I'm going to give you the thumbs up. Ready?
Oh no, we saw that
Yeah.
in the pictures.
Fishbowl listeners, you'll get the joke when you see the picture posted on my page.
Did you see it?
I did.
She was right there.
I was in the photo.
Oh, good. Implicated.
Yeah.
You're never gonna hang out.
She
with
had
me.
a hand. She had a hand in that one.
He was like right on my lap too, so I was like, I wonder what my expression was.
What the hell was that? Whoa!
Great
Didn't have a
Scott!
nail
I
on
can
it.
barely see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, and my thumb's a lot bigger.
On that note, folks, I kind of have to go.
Yeah. Everyone's meeting at Carnivore.
I know. No, it's probably empty out there right now.
Probably is empty, and I'm wondering if my manager is getting to the point where it's like,
Yeah.
does everybody else leave,
Ready
or is
for
it just
We got you
me?
in trouble.
So,
Yeah, that's fine.
on that note,
He's pregnant.
I'm
Just check out your own ass.
yes,
right?
I'm pregnant like Junior, like
Wow,
Arnold
that's quite
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I'm naming it Junior 2.
Junior 2.
Is there a camera on the other end of that, or is
There
it
is not. It's just simply
Alright.
2
I was
microphones.
just gonna say,
So
your recorder would be cooler than mine.
yeah.
I gotta work on that.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. This is a live interview from the Oaks Theater at my Uncle John is a Zombie movie premiere. You can check out the interview in the coming weeks.
In the what weeks? Does that mean we have to get dressed now if we're going upstairs?
Unfortunately, yes, I think so.
Okay.
But
Color nude.
on that note, thank you everyone for swimming in the bowl with me.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Always.
Like
Always
Herman
Sam.
Zoa.
Thank you.
Always, Sam. And now we got a new character for you.
We got a new character, a new
Excellent,
fish in the bowl
Yes.
in the sea.
Indeed. Great show. Great show.
I'm not
Awesome.
going to say blowfish. Wait a minute. I just did say blowfish.
You waited 1 minute too long.
On that,
Go
folks,
before they
Yeah, they're going to
Have-
Thank you for having
lock
us.
us in there.
absolutely, absolutely.